Okay, so I thought I would make a quick video for anyone who's interested in purchasing a tiny home, just showing the specific model that is currently being placed on my property. So this style is called the Champion Athens APS 630, and it's made by a company called Champion Homes. It's based out of Texas, and they're sold under the brand name Athens Park. So if you Google like Champion Athens APS 630, you should be able to find this specific style. But then if you look up Athens Park or Champion Homes, you should be able to find they have a couple of other styles available as well. And so these on their website, they call these park model RVs. And so there's no regulations where I live specifically because I live outside of city limits. But I think since they're registered as RVs, you may be able to get around some sort of like city regulations and things like that to be able to park the house on your property. I will say this one was a little bit bigger than like one of those tiny homes that are built on the trailers that you could just pull with your own vehicle. And actually, I'll show you here in a second, kind of what it looks like underneath and kind of talk a little bit about the process of pulling it and strapping it down.
I'm sorry, I don't know any of the technical terms for all of this stuff, but I'll just explain it as best I can. So, when it was on the lot, we purchased it off the lot, and it had like a trailer hookup to it. And we thought like a pretty big truck should be able to pull it, but the guy who delivered it said you would actually need like a semi, and then you would need like the wide load, trucks before and after to do it. But yeah, they were able to deliver it down here, and then once they got it here, they put the concrete blocks underneath, and then these silver things on the sides. They're like, I forget what they're called, like hurricane tie downs or something like that. And so they have, I think, three on each side to strap the house down into the ground. And they put some plastic underneath to kind of keep the grass grown. We had mowed before, but the grass, it's been sitting here for a couple of weeks while we're waiting to get the sewer line hooked up and the electric hooked up to it. But that's what it looks like underneath. And so if it needs to be moved, oh, well, so once we get the electric and the water hooked up, then they're going to come back and put like I think it's called sheeting around it so you can't see all of that stuff underneath. So yeah, I will hop onto another video and show you what the inside looks like. Okay, so I forgot that I had taken some other shots of the underneath. So there's that hurricane strap, and there's the blocks that are underneath to hold it. And then it also has like an outside water hookup for a hose. And there's what the outside looks like. I like the paint. That's where the washer dryer, that's where the dryer vent would be. And then this is where the hot water heater, the access to the hot water heater. And then there's where they would hook up the plumbing. So the water connection right there. So yeah. And then now I will get to the show the inside. Okay, so walking up the steps, they may or may not come with the steps. They threw these steps in with this place. Nice porch. It's got a porch light, and it's got this outdoor outlet. You can have the option of getting a 6-foot porch or an 8-foot porch. This is the 6-foot porch. Love the metal railing. And I think it's that plastic wood, like that plastic that's made to look like wood for the porch. So, I mean, it should hold up pretty well. Here's the inside. So here's the living area. The whole house itself, minus the porch, is 15 feet by 26 feet. So bigger than a lot of those little trailer tiny homes. Here's the kitchen. It doesn't have a dishwasher, but it does have all of the other major appliances, oven, microwave. I like the tile on the back there. The windows look nice. It comes with the blinds. lots of light fixtures around. So there's some there over the sink, place to hook up a ceiling fan if you want to put a ceiling fan in, some more lights, and there's a heating and air unit. Should be plenty to heat and cool the house. There's a little bunch of light switches, so I'll figure out what they go to once we get the electric hooked up, and then a little area to put a TV. I think it's also got your internet hookup right there. And yeah, here's the appliances again. Like I said, full-size appliances. The cabinets seem pretty good quality. I like the color and the fixtures in this particular place. There's where you put your washer and dryer, so it'll have to be like a stacked one. It's got all the hookups there, so I think it should be pretty straightforward to just bring it in and install it. Bathroom. I mean, I like the fixtures. It's got the lights there over the sink and also a light in the shower, some storage space. Another little window there over the toilet. Big, pretty decent sized shower. The doors that go in and out of the bathroom. So there's two entrances. So you've got the one from the bedroom, and then you've also got the one coming off the kitchen. And they have these, I don't know if they're called like hideaway doors. They just kind of slide into the wall, so you don't have them opening in and out. There's the heating and air that goes into the bedroom. Nice big tall door. And the windows are up higher, but I like that they're up there. They seem to let a lot of light in the room, so there's no lights on in this. This is all natural light. Two closets and some drawers there for storage. And here's the breaker box. So just a breaker box there. Pretty straightforward with that. I personally like he bought this right off the lot, and so it was already painted and everything. I think on the site you can customize it, but he just bought it as is, and I like the color scheme in here with the light colors, but they have some different ones. And so there's the door leading back into the main room. There's the view from the bedroom. Yeah, again, some big windows. The blinds came with it as well, and I really actually like the mini blinds. They're really sturdy, and they're this like kind where you can just, it doesn't have strings, you can just like push it up and pull it down. He's excited about it. I think there's two other things I want to mention. So the flooring and the cabinets, they look really nice. I like how they look right now, but the flooring looks like it's linoleum, I think, made to look like the wood floor. Like, it looks really nice. I'm just not sure how well it will hold up. I just wanted to note that. Like, I'm cool with it. If he's cool with it, I think it looks nice. And also the countertops seem to be another kind of facade thing, so it looks kind of like marble. But I feel like I could see those kind of coming apart a little bit at some point. But overall, really happy with the place. The quality seems pretty good. And so I guess we'll see how it holds up. Well, before I start, I just wanted to note something, because this was something that I wasn't really thinking about before. Like, when I was thinking about getting a tiny house, I just thought, okay, cool, I'll get a tiny house. But I didn't think about all of the extra stuff that would come along with it. And it's really not a lot, but you do have to think about plumbing and putting in like your water line and your septic tank, like if it's going to be somewhere that's stationary. So I already have, well, I'll just start the video. I already had a septic on my property, and so what we had them do, well, actually, I have another house on my property, and it had the septic line go into it, and a while back they had told me that the line needed some work done. So we figured, well, while we're putting in his line, we'll go ahead and just get that fixed. So that's why it's all dug up there. But so you will have to pay to have someone come and put in your septic line. Also power. There was a trailer that had been sitting here in the past, and it did have a power hookup. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure where the septic and all that stuff was. So actually, the plumbers dug a trench around while they were out here, and I think it's for the electric line. So the electrician is here today putting in the electric line, but you got to think about that. Like, I don't know why I thought the electric line would be something pretty straightforward, but they're like digging it in, and then yeah, so then we've got to have a line run to the septic tank that's there in front of that tree, and then also a line dug for the pipe that goes up into the house to bring water to the house. So, but that's really it. Like, so you would buy the house, the delivery charge was covered with the price of the house, and so they'll deliver it to you, tie it down, and then you will have to call a plumber to get either a septic tank installed or get a line put to an existing septic tank, and then get your water line run, and then call the electric company, um, and then call an electrician to get it hooked up to. So call the electric company to get the electric, put out there, and then an electrician to put the line to the place. But that's pretty much it. Like, not too bad, but just a couple things that I hadn't really, when I had thought about getting a tiny house for myself, there was just a little bit of extra stuff that I hadn't really considered, so I just thought I might make mention of that.